What's up, everybody? Ben, the Realtor AZ here. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. And you got to stay tuned because I'm going to go into a deep dive into the new mega city, mega master plan community that's going to change the West Valley of Phoenix Metro forever. And that is Douglas Ranch, located in Buckeye, Arizona. And the Howard Hughes Corporation purchased just over 37,000 acres of land for $600 million cash from Mr. Jerry Colangelo himself. Okay, this master plan community is going to be 3 times the size of Manhattan, New York. Just let that sink in. They're going to have a park area and recreation area that's bigger than Central Park, New York. Okay, and they're going to house over 300,000 new residents, plus build over 100,000 new homes. You gotta stay tuned. All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Ben Kensington here, Realtor with eXp Realty. Smash up that like button, hit the subscribe button, and definitely hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Okay, so what we're going to do is jump into this brand new master plan community that's taken everybody by storm in Phoenix. I'm sure that you guys have heard about it by now, but this master plan community is genius. Okay. And I've been talking about the growth on the outskirts of Phoenix Metro because of the housing demand within Phoenix itself, and the cities that are more centrally located have pushed a lot of buyers outside of Phoenix Metro, which are Goodyear, Buckeye, Maricopa, Casa Grande, Santan Valley, Queen Creek, East Mesa, North Phoenix, and areas like that. If you watch my channel and you've seen my housing market updates, my Phoenix jobs is booming episodes that I had 2-part series where I talk about the growth of Buckeye and Phoenix and the Southeast Valley and the Southwest Valley, right? Okay. Now, Buckeye is the fastest growing city in the United States. Okay, look at this. This is from Quicken Loans Mortgage Company. Okay, Buckeye, out of all the cities in America, Buckeye has the fastest growth rate in the United States. Okay, let's look at it. And what I've been saying, there's been a trend for the Southwest. Okay, and the Mountain West and the West Coast. Everybody's moving west. This is the new mega migration, millennial migration. Okay, this is different. Okay, and I've been saying this: Utah, Texas, Nevada, Colorado, Washington State. Of course, like I said, Texas, California, some cities still. Of course, Florida is going to be in there. Idaho, number one, Buckeye. And this is going to blow your mind once I get through all this information. So please don't skip this video, right? If you're looking to move to Phoenix, right, the time is now if it's in the West Valley, because the appreciation is going to explode. Your equity, if you live in and around these areas, especially in Dorado, wow, surprise, Vistancia up there, Northwest, your equity is going, your appreciation year over year is going to explode, right? So the time is now, because those prices, like I said, are not coming down anytime soon. And these YouTubers are lying to you about that market crash. It ain't happening here in Phoenix. I'm sorry. We can't fight with the data, and the data is not lying to us. But let's jump into it. I want to give you guys a video really quick before I jump too much into the data, right? Okay. Now let's talk about the ownership group. Let's look into what the plan actually is for Buckeye. Like I said, it's 3 times the size of Manhattan for Douglas Ranch. You got 37,000 acres, 300,000 estimated residents, and 100,000 homes with a business park. Huge. I mean, I'm talking amenities that are out of this world. Okay. So their first phase, they're already starting right now, early 2022. They're already getting started on the first phase. So they're not playing around. Okay. All right. So we're expecting to add at least 2 million residents in the next 8 years. Okay. We're already one of the top 5. We're in the top 5 with the highest population in the entire United States. We're pushing with this and the growth that's going to come with it, around it, in and around it, with the new 11 freeway corridor, is going to just make this place explode even more. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that. But first, let's look at the vision for Douglas Ranch really quick. Okay. Oh, wait, before I start this, I have to do a disclaimer really fast. Okay. So copyright disclaimer, of course, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use purposes, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So I have to use that disclaimer because I'm going to be playing different news clips. Now, here we go. For the West Valley, it's looking to make that happen, but some question if the size and the scale are actually sustainable for long term. Here's ABC 15 investigator Courtney Holmes. We're 30 miles west of Phoenix, past the White Tank Mountains, in pristine desert that developers are hoping will eventually become home to some 300,000 people. But between now and then, the infrastructure for what amounts to a city has no place. A lot of things I've been involved in have turned out to be special. Jerry Colangelo came to the Valley to develop the Phoenix Suns franchise, but his enduring legacy could lay in what develops on this land some 50 years later. It was never a matter of if, it was when. You know, how soon would this take place? Colangelo and his partners always had ambitious plans for the 37,000 acres in North Buckeye since its purchase in 2002. Buckeye is the fastest growing city in America today, and that's now. Think about 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now. With more than 200 people a day moving to the Valley, they say it's time to get houses built. I think that we should have homes on the ground in 2022 for new residents to move in. David O'Reilly is the CEO of Howard Hughes Corporation. The company bought the land from Colangelo's partners to begin developing the master planned community, Douglas Ranch. I think the easiest way to think about it is it's 3 times the size of the island of Manhattan. The eventual goal, 100,000 homes, 300,000 residents, and even more businesses. It's its own city. And when we're done, we'll have just as many people commuting into work as living there. That many people will require a lot of water. O'Reilly says they'll get it from the ground. Douglas Ranch sits right on top of the lower Hacienda Aquifer, which will primarily be our source of water. And that has environmental advocates concerned. All right, I'll get into that a little bit about the environment and pretty much how it's going to impact with the 11 corridor connecting from, there's a new interstate. They want to connect. They want to have a connection route that goes from Canada down into Mexico through Las Vegas, through Phoenix and Tucson. Okay, so it's going to impact certain areas. We all know about eminent domain. We know about all these types of different laws in real estate. Okay, so Douglas Ranch, like all master plan communities, okay, there's the pros, there's cons, and master plan communities are not for everyone, right? Master plan communities are not for everyone. Some people like to live rural. Some people like to have some acreage. They like to have some land, and they like to live away from these communities. Some people love it because it's all in one. It's all inclusive, okay? And most of this, what you see with master plan communities, right? They're going to give you a lot of amenities, the bonuses. Yes, it can be cookie cutter. You're going to see homes ranging from the millions all the way down to like the 300,000, some in the 200,000, depending on the area. All right, so I'm going to get into a PowerPoint really quick. Let's talk about Douglas Ranch, Trillium, Dorado Holdings. If you don't know about Dorado within the Phoenix metro area, right? They build a lot of developments and master plan communities. They are partnered with JDM and Howard Hughes Corporation, Jerry Colangelo, David O'Reilly, the CEO of HHC. Now, Dorado, I actually have a home closing next week with my wonderful buyer. Shout out to you, Miss Williams. on the purchase of your first home. I will have videos on that within the next few weeks. Okay. And that home is in El Dorado Ranch in Maricopa. Okay. In the city of Maricopa. Now, as you heard Jerry Colangelo, Maricopa County, right, is the #1 fastest growing county in America. Enough said, right? People are moving here because of jobs, because of these master plan communities. I don't know. You can search YouTube, my channel. I do all types of video out master plan communities. They're beautiful everywhere. Each one you go to, they get better and better and better. Okay. Now, this one is going to take the cake. Okay. This one's going to take the cake. The location where they're trying to build it. Let me go to Google Earth, right? Buckeye is already big. This is mostly rural land. These are the White Tank Mountains right here. So I did a video on Sterling Grove. It's a Toll Brothers master plan community. That's beautiful as well. Uh-oh, what happened here? Okay, it just took a while to zoom. Okay, it's over here in this area. Okay, surprise, right around here on the 303. And the White Tank Mountains are absolutely beautiful. If you saw my footage on Sterling Grove. Now, they're looking to build this master plan community right around here, as you can see on the PowerPoint. Okay, this is Douglas Ranch. So right here, you see that? Right there. Okay. And this is where the 303 goes, as you can see right here. So it's going to be like right around here, right outside the 303. Okay. Right there. I put the map right next to it so you guys can get a better idea. So it's far out, guys. Now let's jump into the PowerPoint because I don't want to put you guys asleep. Here is the map here, right? Here's these are proposed freeways. This is the 11 corridor. It's going to wrap all the way down here. It's going to go all the way down to Tucson. Okay. Now this is going to be a major truck route. So you guys already have bad traffic in the West Valley. I live in the East Valley, but the West Valley, you have really bad traffic. This 10 freeway is a major interstate. Okay. That comes from California, San Diego, right? Los Angeles. Right? The 10 freeway. And right there, that's where all the trucks, industrial, like I said before, all the industrial warehouses and trucking stops, your docking stations and things like that are all off the 10 freeway. So that's why you see so much traffic. With adding 300,000 residents, good luck when that traffic hits. You're going to need to add some freeways, some roads. And there was an infrastructure bill that was passed. You'll see that on my jobs video in Arizona. Okay, so let's jump into the PowerPoint. Let's go to the next slide. You guys can see that there. Okay, it's a huge master plan community. It's bigger than Scottsdale, guys. 3 times the size of Manhattan. Okay, and the park alone is bigger than Central Park, New York. Okay, so it's going to go on phases. You got the business park, which is in Village 1. This is a general overview right here. So they're just showing you that. All right, and I'll show you guys some quick renderings. It's Jerry Colangelo there. Let me get over here. So here are just some quick renderings, right? Douglas Ranch, Trillium. It almost looks like something out of like the Black Panther movie, which really is speaking about the Mayans, right? Black Panther, they say it's in Africa, fictional Wakanda, right? It almost looks like something out of Wakanda. We know Wakanda is in, I think, Wyoming, somewhere like that, right? The real Wakanda Lake, those areas, right? It's really in America. Black Panther, that's all the Mayans. They used to wear all the face masks, the Jaguars, because in Arizona, too, we're home of the Jaguars. We had tons of Jaguars that lived here and have migrated in and out of Mexico, the home of the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Olmecs. But anyway, let's get back on subject. Okay. Now, like I said, this city looks like something out of Wakanda, right? This is insane, right? Business parks. It's going to have some mixed use properties. Okay. Mixed use meaning you can have institutional, commercial, and residential. So you can have shops, you can have pharmacies, you can have schools, right? You have commercial buildings and residential, which you see now in a lot of master plan communities. What are the things you usually see in a master plan community? A pharmacy, usually see a market, supermarket, right? UPS store, right? Your everyday essential needs, the things that you need within a community. Okay, biking, walking trails. They're adding fishing lakes, which I love because I love to fish. All those things that you love in a master plan community. So you look at here, right here, this is general overview for the villages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right there. Let me zoom in a little bit so we could get a better look at it. Water recreational facility, elementary school, substation, high school, public safety right there. You see mixed use. So they can use that for mixed use development. Like I said, institutional, restaurant, shopping, right? Mixed use real estate right there. Commercial, see? Rec center, mixed use, right? So you can do what you want there, or residential. Water campus, public safety. Look at this. And these are all the communities here. It's all the parcels. Okay. Now you go down, this is going to be the business park. Okay. When you think of a business park, let me pull up a video now. Now that I showed you guys a little bit of that, let's go to a video. We're going to look at Douglas Ranch. Okay. We're going to get a deep dive here. Let's check this out. Guys, you saw that. So like I said, they're trying to build business parks. They're trying to build like their own city. You can work, you can eat, you can live, you can play within this master plan community inside Buckeye, Arizona. This is going to make, like I said, the outer parts, the other bordering cities, they're going to explode as well. It's going to bring a lot of business, a lot of growth. Okay. Taiwan Simi is not too far from that area. All right, so let's get a little more into it, okay, before I start getting into a deep dive on this.
As the managing member of over 130 real estate partnerships, totaling over 96,000 acres, Dorado Holdings has been responsible for the entitlement or development of over 60,000 single-family lots and over 2,000 acres of commercial and industrial properties, including Rancho Dorado, the Duke Golf Course, Circle Cross Ranch.
Okay, these are communities in and out. The Circle Cross Ranch is in Santan Valley. El Dorado Ranch, Rancho El Dorado, that's in Maricopa. Okay, so like I said earlier, I have a buyer that we're closing next week in Rancho El Dorado. So El Dorado Holdings, they're part of that group that purchased this land. So they've been producing master plan communities for quite some time in and around Phoenix, Metro, Arizona, Maricopa, and Pinal County.
El Dorado Tech Center, El Dorado Lakes, and Foothills Gateway Center. Together with JDM Partners, the founder and former managing owner of the Arizona Diamondbacks, former owner of the Phoenix Suns, the developer of Chase Field, Talking Stick Resort Arena, Comerica Theater, Cotton Center, Pagosa Lakes, the Arizona Biltmore Golf and Country Club, the iconic Wigwam Resort, 5 million square feet of Class A office, and over 1 million square feet of distribution space in 16 states. With an average of 321 days of sunshine each year, a high quality of life, and low cost of living, Phoenix offers an ideal setting.
Low cost of living, we can say that's not true anymore, as the prices have gone way up now in Phoenix Metro. But there are, like I said, as a real estate agent, I know where there's tons of homes under 300,000 in Arizona, from Tucson all the way up to Phoenix. So it depends on where you're at.
To live and work. Arizona is home to a wide range of universities and colleges, with enrollments totaling over 700,000 students. Often thought of as a retirement destination, the median age of Phoenix is 32.2 years, much lower than the national average of 37.2 years. A youthful population and access to higher education opportunities make Arizona and metropolitan Phoenix an attractive business location. A strategic Southwest.
And I'm going to pause it here really quick. Like I said, these numbers aren't just getting pumped up. You got a lot of young professionals moving here, a lot of families moving here. There are tons of jobs, especially in construction. Look at my YouTube page. I'm going to just stop it there real quick and I'll get right back to it. Now, this video here, Phoenix, Arizona job market is booming. This is part 2 of 2. Okay. Just prior to that, Phoenix, Arizona jobs, new Silicon Valley boom. And I told you why the prices are going up. TSMC, Taiwan Semi, Intel, you've got PayPal, Apple, Amazon, Nikola Motors, Tesla Motors, Lucid Motors, and the list goes on and on.
Location and business-friendly environment continue to make Greater Phoenix a choice business and innovation hub. With international access for aerospace, high-tech, bioscience, advanced business services, and sustainable technologies. Located between 2 of the largest economies in the United States, Texas and California, and adjacent to Mexico, the United States' 3rd largest trading partner and 2nd largest export market.
And as I said before, Arizona and the Sonora project, they do a lot of business with Mexico with the Sonora partnership. So, of course, we're in the Sonoran Desert, part of Mexico. Like I said, what Arizona used to be Mexico, it used to be New Spain and previously inhabited by the indigenous. So the Sonoran Desert runs like all the way to the tip there that you see, which is the Gulf of California, all the way down to Cabo. Okay. So that's the Sonoran Desert, all the way into the western part of northern West Mexico into Arizona. Okay. That's the Sonoran Desert there.
Arizona is uniquely positioned to take advantage of the growth of the national economy. The home of several Fortune 500 companies, including Avnet, Freeport-McMoRan, Insight, Apollo Group, and Republic Services. Greater Phoenix recently secured multi-billion-dollar investments from corporations including Apple, Intel, State Farm, Northern Trust, and Amazon.com. Completion of the final portion of the Loop 303, connecting Interstate 10 in the West Valley to Interstate 17, has created an impetus for the location of new housing, retail, and
this is the West Valley. If you're not from Phoenix, that runs through Surprise, El Mirage, all the way down to Dorado and Goodyear. Okay. And then also up there is Peoria, Sun City. You've got Deer Valley. That's the Northwest Valley, all the way down to the Southwest Valley. that freeway is a lifesaver. It's nice, it's wide, it's big, and it helps a lot on the traffic. So this is a area that is going to boom in the next 10, 20 years. The West Valley, it's going to be its own paradise. Okay, the East Valley is pretty much built up, and there are a lot of cities there that have been around for a while, like Mesa, Chandler, Tempe, and Gilbert, and Queen Creek, and those areas have built up over the last few years a good reputation, and of course appreciated. So now it's the West Valley's turn, and this Douglas Ranch is going to help the West Valley in more ways than one.
Employment along the 303 corridor. These new developments provide evidence of the growth pressure accumulating for Western metropolitan Phoenix. Taking advantage of the relatively short drive time from Southern California, industrial distributors and online fulfillment businesses are rapidly relocating and expanding from California's expensive port markets to more desirable and affordable locations in the Phoenix market. Over 60% of this recent investment and industry growth has occurred in the transportation corridors of the West Valley, including Amazon, Dick's Sporting Goods, REI, and Sub-Zero. The greater Phoenix population is expected to increase by almost 2 million people from the year 2010 to 2030.
Did you hear that? Okay. 2 million people, guys. 2 million people. We're already in 2022. 2 million people. Okay. Now, really quick, by them just saying that, you already have traffic by the boatloads on the 10 freeway. A lot of people work here. They work in Glendale. They work all over, really. A lot of people work in Scottsdale. A lot of people commute from the west to the east, because Chandler's like the Silicon Valley of Phoenix Metro. You got all the tech there. Scottsdale, Tempe, Mesa. There's tons of jobs on this side on the East Valley. All the industrials down here in the south, right? So Buckeye is already big. They have a lot of land. You have it looks like the solar plant here. You've got the power plant here. Sorry, solar plant, power plant here. Gosh, this thing loads up. It's a Google Earth, man. It's freezing up my computer. And you've got Arlington Volcano right here. Okay, and you've got the power plant here. And then, of course, got Buckeye Airport. This area is going to explode. It's a lot of land, the White Tank Mountains right there. Now, let's look at the PowerPoint a little bit here. Okay. Let me zoom out just a little bit. I don't know what that is. Okay, so this is the plan here, right? 410 gross acres. Got the undeveloped open space, of course. These will have 5,183 square foot lots. Okay. That's the general overview. Villages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See village 5, village 4. They break it down for you. Okay. And this is where the business park will be, where you saw that all those videos where they're showing the business parks and things like that. If you're driving up the 303, you'll see all those Dick's Sporting Goods, Amazon. I showed it on my jobs. Phoenix jobs market is booming on my YouTube videos as well. Okay, so it's just a breakdown here. This is public information. You can get this information. You can reach out to them as well. Okay, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just giving you guys the information. This has no benefit to me at all. Okay, so elementary school, as you see this is supposed to be bigger than Central Park. Okay, so you got pedestrian underpasses right here, which is amazing, right? Makes for a good time to come out the house, go walking, take your dogs out, get on the bike, right? You got the elementary school here, which is beautiful. I wish I went to an elementary school like this. Got the huge community center. neighborhood retail services, and specialty shops. Like I said, usually in these master plan communities, you have like a CVS, you have like a UPS store. They give you like a Safeway, a Aldi, a Sprouts, a Fry's. They give you a supermarket. And you pretty much have your curved roads in these master plan communities. It's not really like a perimeter roads, you know what I mean? North, south, east, west type streets. You get the curvature in the roads and in the neighborhoods. And then here, I'm going to have to zoom in just a little bit. Okay. Now this is beautiful, right? You've got the fishing lake. You got the open play area here, lots of green space, skate park, lakeside amphitheater, which you see these a lot, sports park, lakeside shops and restaurants, which is awesome. Community big event, Ramada and Overlook, which is right in the middle of the lake, right? You got the retail courtyard plaza. This is going to bring a lot of jobs, right? Teenagers too, who are looking to start and get in the workforce, need a little extra money. These are good places to start as well. School, Spart Fields right here. Pedestrian underpass, again, trail connection to residential communities, tennis facilities, outdoor event space, community rec centers, right? Lap swimming pools, family pool area, kids pool fun zone, kids mega play zone. They've got a lot planned for this community. Let's look at some of the renderings. Okay, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, right? You could see this here, right? Kids play areas. All this stuff here looks like this is for kids as well. This is a skate park, right? This is insane. This is all for the master plan community. You see the fishing lake in the back, right? Active adult lifestyle community. It's all in one. Look at this, right? We know about Arizona and its farmers markets and events. They do a lot for their communities here. That's the one thing about Arizona that differentiates itself from a lot of other cities, is that they really pour into the communities. They really pour into these cities, right? They're always going above and beyond to give you a bang for your buck, right? There's always lots of events in Phoenix. There's always something to do in Phoenix Metro. If you can't find something to do, I don't know what to tell you, right? Look at this. This is right here in the middle of the lake here, event space, which is beautiful. Go fishing right here. Go ahead and cast your reel. Okay, you got the water park, which is amazing. Kind of reminds me of Florence. Check out that video that I did on Anthem at Florence on my YouTube page as well. Florence has a beautiful swimming pool as well and rec center. All right, so this is beautiful, right? You're starting to see a lot of these, but this one is going above and beyond. Okay, so here's the active adult village, Trillium Community Core, which has that rec center, community park. This is the commercial area. Like I said, they have a lot of mixed use stuff. That's why you saw shopping, stores and restaurants. You can use it as mixed use, which is institutional. They have everything in there, and that's what they're doing with these master plan communities. Like I said, the curved roads, right, in these master plan communities gives it a really nice look. A lot of the homes are cookie cutter, but I've seen like East Mesa, when you go over there to Eastmark. I did a video on Eastmark as well. You can check out that video on my YouTube channel. They really did a good job from builder to builder to kind of mix it in a little bit and not have everything look cookie cutter and the same. I really like Eastmark as well. So let's check out this business park. Okay, Village One. Now, this is the business park that they showed you in the beginning of the slide. So they're going to put a lot of businesses there. So if you work here, you can work and live here and not have to drive in any traffic and just commute right to your house, basically. Okay, so this is interesting, right? I've never seen anything like this. Okay, if you guys seen a community like this, definitely drop it in the comments, right? This is going above and beyond for community, right? Residential buffer right here, see? Parcel developed as a one-use building, which most likely will be, like you can see the trucks here, be like a warehouse docking center, kind of like an Amazon fulfillment center. These are usually like one-use buildings, multiple use buildings, okay? So they can do whatever they want with it. I mentioned that several times. You've got the main road, secondary road, okay? Entry right there. You got the drainage channels back here for, septic and things like that. All right. So this, like I said, it looks like something out of Wakanda or something like that, or one of these Mayan cities up in up in Mexico, right? In the Yucatan. So this is absolutely amazing. I love when communities do this, but yeah, there are concerns, and we'll get into those concerns, right? Like I said, Buckeye is the fastest growing city right now. And I think the medium age is like 32 to 37 age range that's been moving to Buckeye, Arizona. Okay. Let me close this out here really quick so I can get some more slides up here and show you guys a few things. All right. So a massive master plan community, one in which an estimated 300,000 residents will be moving to Buckeye and calling it home, is underway, known as Douglas Ranch. Okay, the nearly 37-acre property is expected to become a leading MPC master plan community in the nation, with 100,000 homes and 55 million square feet of commercial development. The Howard Hughes Corporation purchased the property from acclaimed sports executive Jerry Colangelo. Okay, and you guys saw a little bit on some of the news clippings that I mentioned with Jerry Colangelo. He's well respected throughout Phoenix. He was the GM for the Phoenix Suns all the way since 1968, brought Charles Barkley to the Phoenix Suns as well in that trade in the early 90s. Okay, I'm showing my age. I grew up watching the Suns, Lakers, all those teams, Michael Jordan, of course. And of course, Jerry Colangelo is big. He brought the Diamondbacks Bank One Ballpark, which it was called before, and now it's called Chase Field. Okay, brought the Phoenix Coyotes here as well. So there's a lot of things that Jerry Colangelo has done, and this is a huge, huge investment, right? So Jerry Colangelo is known all throughout Phoenix. Now let me jump back into some video so you guys can get a little bit more information.
Restrictions on available growth areas created by the location of state, federal, and tribal lands will direct new growth to the larger undeveloped areas of privately owned land with access to the planned transportation infrastructure. For these reasons, the Greater Phoenix Economic Council predicts that 52% of the projected growth in metropolitan Phoenix is expected to occur in the West Valley. The town of Buckeye, the largest municipality in this growth area, is projected to have its number of housing units increase by 517% over the next 20 years. Within this path of future growth, in the town of Buckeye, lies Douglas Ranch. Douglas Ranch is bisected by the proposed route of Interstate 11, the final segment of the Canamex corridor, linking Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Douglas Ranch is located minutes away from the future intersection of Interstate 11 and Interstate 10, an interstate that serves as a major transportation route for commerce movement through the United States. With an eye toward responsible development, the owners of Douglas Ranch have adopted 5 principles to guide the growth of the community: sustainability, education, economic development, health, and culture. With a commitment to these principles, Douglas Ranch has been thoughtfully designed for responsible growth. When combined with the master planned community of Trillium, controlled by the same partnership, the approved master plans include entitlement rights for over 111,000 homes and 59 million square feet of retail and employment uses. At build-out, these communities will be home to over 300,000 residents. When completed, Douglas Ranch will contain over 7,000 acres of parks and natural open spaces, including a planned 300-acre Central Park near the primary core of the community. With these amenities and sustainable design features, Douglas Ranch will be the preferred location for employers, offering a true 21st century lifestyle built from the ground up with leading-edge sustainability features. With its water supply approved by the state of Arizona, zoning entitlements in place, and a Corps of Engineers approval for the first phase of development, Douglas Ranch is ready to bloom in the West Valley, establishing itself as the premier community in the southwestern United States.
All right, you guys, you heard that there. Now, there are some issues. People are worrying about water because we were in a severe drought. I don't know how we're, they say, oh, we're still, low on water, where, It's been snowing. We get a lot of our water from the ice caps from up north. Okay. And like gosh, I can't remember. I'm losing my train of thought, but up north from the Soul Caps that go from the Salt River to the Gila River, and from the snow caps. So we also have underground aquifers, right? And we had a crazy rain season this year, especially with the monsoon storms that we had as well. Lakes were getting filled, we were getting floods and things like that. And our state turned green for a good month and a half. We went from a drought where everything was brown and yellow to green. So we'll see what the water situation is. I know they use a lot of recycled water, a lot of treated water plants and things like that, where they're reusing a lot of water and doing a lot of different type of water treatment at different plants. And you've seen it all around, but there are pros and cons. But let's look at it.
Too big, too much. Sandy Barr is with conservation group Sierra Club. Because of prolonged drought and cuts to Colorado River allotments, she says Arizona is running out of options for surface water to replenish groundwater that's been pumped. Arizona cities like Buckeye should be looking at much more modest growth. A May 2021 report from the ASU Kyle Center for Water Policy showed there's a possibility the groundwater in the Hacienda Basin is considerably less than regulators estimate, and some of what's left may not be usable. The state's Department of Water Resources is in the process of determining that right now. Not the kind of development we should be doing in the Sonoran Desert. But Howard Hughes Corporation says it knows how to operate in the desert. Summerlin, its master planned community in Las Vegas, has been around since 1990.
Okay, if you guys know about Las Vegas, I actually live in Las Vegas prior to coming to Arizona. And I did live in South Summerlin. So I know all about Summerlin. Howard Hughes, Jerry Colangelo, they really expanded downtown Summerlin in Las Vegas, which is in West Las Vegas. They brought Las Vegas Ballpark, and you'll see some of the buildings down there. That's where Howard Hughes Corporation is actually located as well. So Las Vegas Ballpark, they have the Oakland A's minor league team there. Las Vegas is developing a lot more now, but Summerlin used to be an area where the homes were really affordable to now they are, whoever bought your house. I have family members who have, from my wife's side, in-laws who have homes in Summerlin, and they have appreciated through the roof now. Okay. So Summerlin is a hotspot. Now that's what I'm saying about here in Phoenix, Arizona, when they build Douglas Ranch. If you buy in and around these areas, okay, real estate tip, real estate 101, right? You're looking for location, especially if you're an investor. Which area is the best area to invest in for the future? If you're looking for equity, right? You're looking for appreciation. This is going to be a place where I'm sure the vulture investors like Open Door, Zillow will start buying houses all over these places, okay? Even if Zillow says they're not, we'll see.
We've been ahead of the curve further beyond just the local regulations, saving over 100 millions of gallons of water a year in Summerlin. We're going to be able to employ those exact same technologies.
The state has determined the project's first phase, Trillium, has adequate 100-year supply for just over 7,000 homes. Building is expected to begin next year and could continue for the next 40 years.
I won't see it beyond who knows how many years I have left, but this place is going to be an incredible place.
In Buckeye, Courtney Holmes, ABC 15, Arizona.
All right. So now, like we said, we don't know, right? It's going to be in phases. So it's going to be 1 phase, 2 phase, 3 phases. It's going to be a while until they're done building. That's going to take a lot of manpower, lots of construction jobs. Okay. So that's the industry that is really booming. If you're in construction, this is a place to be. I don't see why you're not here in Arizona if you are in construction. They're building everywhere here, literally everywhere. We're seeing farmlands that used to be here turn into master plan communities like that. Okay. Next thing you know, you're like, man, I saw a farm here and I saw cows. Like I said before, like a few months ago, you go back, wow, I see framing, right? Okay. So let's talk about a little bit about the environment. And this is the corridor, Interstate 11.
For years now, there's been talk about building an interstate that would help commercial traffic travel up and down Arizona from Nogales to Nevada. Now the public has something to see. The Arizona Department of Transportation released an environmental impact statement about the route it's recommending for a new corridor spanning 280 miles from Nogales to Wickenburg.
Okay, Nogales is right on the border of Arizona and Mexico. So you have Nogales, Mexico, which is in the country of Mexico, and Nogales, Arizona, which is in the United States. Basically split by the border, because like I told you before, in the 1800s, this was Mexico.
ADOT hosted public hearings this past week to get input. We heard from some attendees at an event in Tucson.
I'm interested to hear what people have to say for and against. I created a petition 6 years ago that has garnered over 1,500 signatures opposing I-11 in the Agua Valley. All the opposition is being ignored. They're required to take it.
Now, I'm hearing it may be going through Saguaro National Park. That would be really sad. I'm just going to say that. We love Arizona. The reason why a lot of people moved here from other states is because of the beauty, right? The nature, the outdoors. We love Arizona for the outdoors, right? We really don't want to see Arizona turn into like a New York or a Los Angeles. A lot of us fled from those cities because that's not what we wanted. We wanted something different, right? But we can't dictate that. The market dictates that, right? Like I said, supply and demand dictates that. And of course, the corporations, right? The ones with the power and the buying power. Now, Saguaro National Park is beautiful. If you've ever been there, I recommend you guys to go down to Saguaro National Park. I did a video on the Sonoran Desert Museum. Okay. It's almost like a zoo, almost like a wildlife park. It's beautiful. It's big. You get your backpack and your water ready, especially if you go in the summertime. It's absolutely beautiful. I have the video on my YouTube channel. You guys got to go check that one out. Saguaro National Park is absolutely beautiful. It's right next to the Sonoran Desert Museum. I didn't go to the national park, but I could see it from basically right across the street, right? I'm so used to seeing saguaros all the time being in Arizona. This park is beautiful. It's a nice drive going into the Sonoran Desert Museum. So you got to go check out this video right here, Arizona Sonoran Desert Museum. Check this video out. It is underrated. So the freeway that they're saying they're proposing is going to go through this area. That would be kind of sad. Really, not kind of sad. It would be sad because we do got to think about different things. We're losing a lot of our farmland, our agriculture, right? We don't want to be dependent on outside entities. We want to be able to be dependent on our own agriculture and our own farming, right? We want to be producers ourselves. And we want to preserve our wildlife. We want to preserve our land here, right? Arizona is very, if you go into the history, I'll go into it on future videos, right? This is very sacred, powerful land, right? Okay, and I don't want to go too much. It will go way off topic, but I'll get into that on future videos. But let's get back into this.
Comments, but they're not required to follow them. Roads have such a farther impact than just their footprint. There's been studies about 3 miles on each direction about all the impacts that they cause. So there's direct impacts in these protected areas. And that's our biggest concern, is that all these areas, all the work that many people have been doing over the last decades to preserve lands,
Beautiful.
healthy wildlife populations, is just going to be destroyed. That's a big problem.
And there's a high chance that a number of other groups which are opposing this.
Okay, and just to jump in really quick, like there, highways and stuff stop wildlife and kill a lot of wildlife, of course. Now, just the border wall from Mexico and Arizona has stopped the migration of a lot of jaguars that call home here in Arizona, right? The jaguar calls Arizona home for many years. The panther as well, Black Panther, migrating from Mexico, South America into, which was Mexico and all of the Americas, you know what I mean? From Mexico to New Spain, from United States to Mexico to New Spain to the indigenous land. of the Aboriginal Indians, right? Okay, so
Route who are here today will get into litigation, extended litigation on this project.
Right? If they did the projections out of the commission. That's where, I mean, I will say, all through how much they are.
And I already tell people, you know, they want to go hike.
Most of the people tonight are opposed. I don't think I've had anyone who's been in favor of the project this evening. One or two that were just kind of getting information.
I'm a member of a couple of car clubs and we do a lot of cruising, so we're always evaluating the roads. It's a safety thing in my mind. And I'm glad that we're looking at a large section, not just a little short 30-mile fix. This is 280 miles worth of planning.
okay, and that's all for that one, right? All right, so I wanted to go back to what we were talking about. So those are the type of environmental impacts that happen when they build these master plan communities. Okay, so that's just the gist of it. All right, so Jerry Colangelo, like we said, there are pros, there's cons, there's things like that. Dorado is going to see an uptick. If you know where Dorado is, it's on the south portion here, South Buckeye, which you're going to have North Buckeye here, which will be Douglas Ranch. And you're going to have South Buckeye down here. Okay, this is an old Buckeye in this area. Okay, which is right next to Goodyear. Okay, Tonopah, right? Wintersburg, all out in this area. Buckeye, these areas are going to explode just because of that. Vistancia is going to explode just because of that, right? Surprise, Sun City West, they're going to benefit from this, right? The only thing that the cons I could say is the traffic, right? The increased population, right? You're going to get way more people, especially in the West Valley. You already have traffic issues. It's going to look like the 405 freeway in Los Angeles on this 10. I know they built the 202 to help a little bit, but man, they may need to build another freeway that goes through here. I know we have a lot of private and government land and state land trusts. There are obstacles when it comes to freeways and highways and like, of course, wildlife. Okay, so Tucson, like I said, Nogales, you have Nogales, Mexico right there, Nogales, Arizona, right? Across the border, you're still in the same city pretty much, right? Okay, Rio Rico, go up, Green Valley, Sarita. Okay, and this is Saguaro National Park, Arizona, Sonoran Desert Museum. Like I said, you could see it from here. When you're driving in, you're driving through here. Here's National Park. You could see all of it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking, okay? I say these are definitely visit the Sonoran Desert Museum, visit the National Park. It'd be sad if they did build through this. That's to me is a travesty. You gotta maintain this. You gotta preserve it. You know, hopefully that video was from 2019. Hopefully things have changed. If you know in the comments, definitely throw it in the comment section. But that's pretty much it on Douglas Ranch. I think if they are going to build it, it's going to change the West Valley for the better. I'm not too sure about the water situation. I know I always say, like, if we're going through water situations and droughts, why are we building so many homes? You know what I mean? Why? Okay, that's the 11 corridor. Interstate 11 that they're trying to connect down, like I said before. Okay. And the thing that what it's going to do now, I wanted to just share this really quick. And I see this is a benefit. And this is what I love coming from California, where we have massive earthquakes and other people who deal with lots of natural disasters. We do have monsoons, but they're nothing. Okay. Phoenix Metro, the Phoenix Mesa metro area consistently ranks among the safest places in the U.S. for high-tech companies to do business because of its low risk of natural disaster. A 2008 study conducted by Sistani Lane ranked Mesa as the safest place in the nation when considering natural disaster risks such as hurricanes, flooding, catastrophic hail, tornado, super outbreaks, and earthquakes. Look at this right here, low in the gray, moderate right there, looks like reddish, maroon, heavy. Okay. Look at that, Arizona, the lowest in the entire, this is from the U.S. Geological Survey, the lowest chance of a natural disaster is all right here. This is Phoenix, basically here. Phoenix, Yuma, Tucson, pretty much the Sonoran Desert, right? Flagstaff up here, but pretty much here, safest. So if you're living in areas where there's hurricanes, snowstorms, ice storms, tornado alley, not here. All right, you guys, that's it on Douglas Ranch. I think I gave you guys pretty much the gist of the information. Like I said, Dorado is going to benefit from it. Dorado is a beautiful area in Buckeye already. Lots of green space, lots of trees, beautiful golf courses, Dorados and Buckeye. With Douglas Ranch and Dorado combined, you're talking like a new Scottsdale on the West Valley. Okay. You're talking a new Scottsdale, South Scottsdale, and North Scottsdale, basically. Okay. That's what you're looking at with Dorado and this new Douglas Ranch with the the White Tank Mountains right there. They got beautiful mountain views, Australian mountain. They're surrounded by beauty down there in the Southwest Valley and the Northwest Valley. So anyways, guys, this video went a lot longer than I wanted to. Thank you guys. If you watch the whole video, like it if you love it, share it if you love it. Okay. Like it if you love it, share it if you love it. I appreciate all you guys who subscribe and who have commented, all the buyers and sellers that I have helped throughout the years. Thank you so much for working with me as well. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in either Tucson, Metro, right? Phoenix Metro, I can help you. This is my specialty. This is what I do. So if you're looking to invest, looking for investment property, you're looking for your first time home buyer, you're just looking to relocate, right? You live within the state and you're looking for a new place to move, reach out to me at any time. You're looking to sell your house, reach out to me at any time. Okay. I do this for a living, right? We got one house right now on the market in Casa Grande that we went under contract already. Currently under contract. I have another closing next week in Maricopa. You guys are going to get some insight to those videos coming down the line. All right, you guys, thanks for watching this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very much. I'm out. I'll see you on the next one.